I was about to go in the whole LeBron thing, everything, bro. What's good with y'all, man? Make sure y'all subscribe too. If y'all want behind the scenes stuff, I got some behind the scenes stuff with some of the guests that we've been talking to. Is a lot better. Is it good? I don't need a lot better. Is it good though? Like good stuff. Should I start?
Yeah.
It's good. You sure? Let's check them out in too. Cause this is a lot. So you ended it at 11 view. Mm-hmm. Jaylen Brown could win MVP this year. Boston. That would be good to see. Jaylen Brown do that. If Jaylen Brown can do that, that'd be great to see. I'm live? Oh, okay. All right, man. We're going to start it from the top. My man. Let me get this thing set up on here. I don't know if Jaylen Brown can win MVP, though. I don't think he got the lungs for it. I don't think he can. We live. Damn, man. All right, I'm going to close out of this, John, man. Follow us on YouTube, man. Pull us up on YouTube. We taking it from the top. Pull us up from YouTube, Score Society. Appreciate all the love and all the support, y'all. Yeah, I'm going to Instagram.
You want to close the feed or keep it open?
Huh?
Close the feed or keep it open?
Close the feed.
Like, because it's live, so everything is, all this is getting captured right
now.
Oh,
all right.
So close it? Or
nah, keep it open.
Keep it rolling.
No, keep it open. We good. Man, they all right. Yeah, shit, I done watched like 2 or 3 520 Boy Jones, and they sitting there on their phone talking. Shit. I'm just getting this shit right. That's all. Ain't about nothing. We about to start.
At the end of the first quarter.
It'll be all right.
Here's Anthony.
77.
First.
Because so he's a terrific.
All right, here we go. All right, we going. We on.
Company in Dallas.
Yes,
All right. From the top. What's up, scorers? Welcome back to the channel. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. We appreciate you tuning in for our first live sports show. That's right. Score Society presents Real Hooper Sports Show. Now, we was talking about I was looking at the games this weekend, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little confused, right? And the reason why I was kind of confused was because I remember guys saying the league is weak, the product is weak, the players not playing hard. I remember that. So I'm looking at the games, and I'm like, where the weakness at? Where the bad product? Because these last four games for most of these teams, they've been balling. They've been competing. Like let's start with the Lakers. Right now, Luka's averaging about 46 points. Now, obviously, that's gonna go down. But let's say it don't go down. Let's say Luka averages about 38 to 42 points a game. And let's say he wins a championship. Where does Luka fit? Where does Luka start coming in the conversation when it comes to point guards? Because I don't hear him like top 10 point guards yet. I don't hear none of that yet. Where would Luka fall in? Y'all gotta let me know. Let me know in the chat. But right now, Luka's balling. He was sat out last night, and they said, you know what Austin Reeves said? I got you. I got this. Austin Reeves had 51 points, 9 assists, 11 rebounds last night. That's your third option for the Lakers. Your third option is capable to score 51 points. Now, I'm old enough to remember a time when if you score 50 points in the NBA, you was that guy. You was the franchise player for that team. Everybody on Instagram, everybody on Facebook, make sure y'all follow us on YouTube, Score Society, live show, better angle, all that stuff. Make sure y'all follow us on YouTube. But anywho, getting back to it. Austin Reeves scored 51 points as a third option. I remember Antoine Jameson scored 51 points back-to-back nights, and I was shocked as a kid. So I'm like, what are you doing scoring 51 points? He ain't like that. That's how uncommon that was for someone who wasn't the star player, who don't have the signature shoes, to score 51 points. Austin Reeves had 51 points. Now, I started to think to myself, where does this put LeBron? Because the Lakers fans are excited right now. It was an exciting game last night. Now, the worst thing LeBron can come and do is they come in and he try to over-dominate the ball or whatever the case may be, and they lose. We won't hear the end of it. Now, everybody know I'm a LeBron fan, but I want LeBron to come in averaging about 22 to 25 points. And 25 is a stretch. We don't even need that. About 22 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, something like that. That's a good 21 first year for him. That's a good first year in the league for him. I think that'd be great. But if he comes in and he's trying to do too much, you ain't gonna hear the end of it. Shit, people still talking about the shit that they did in 2011. In 2011, people, it's 15 years ago, people still like, oh, remember what he did? Remember JJ Barrett? Like, bruh. Like, so come in, take it easy, chill. Let them young bulls do what they do. Don't interrupt that chemistry. Now, Sixers played this weekend. Sixers played a couple times over the last week. Now, I'm from Philly. Love Philly. This is what Philly needs. Philly needs this type of culture. Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe in the backcourt. Growing up, from my recollection, Philly does not do good with big men. Philly does not do good with big men. Now, yes, Moses Malone was good, and I was watching Moses Malone and Charles Barkley play a couple nights ago. I didn't know Charles Barkley was getting up like that. I didn't know he was that explosive. I forgot he was that explosive. So if you a big man and you going to Philly, you gotta be that explosive. You gotta work hard as a big man from Philly. I told my boy Jabari Walker, shout out Jabari Walker. Jabari Walker came on the show. Make sure y'all check that out on our YouTube page. I told him you have to come in and you have to come in like a dog. You have to be hustling, doing all the dirty work, and if Philly will love you. Joel Embiid is not that person. Joel Embiid is your modern day center. He's wobbling up and down the court. I know you got the knee. What's wrong now?
Just check the chat.
Oh.
When you get a chance.
What's wrong?
Chat. Someone come on and use the chat. Just check it out.
All right. I can't see it. My fault, fellas. So, Joel Embiid is I like him shooting his 6 threes and going to go sit down somewhere. Go have a seat, bro. Go have a seat. Let these young boys, Payne, all those guys, let those young boys ball out. Let them ball out. when Paul George, when you get back in the lineup, take it easy, gang. Take it easy. All we need is about 14, 17 points. We don't need the we don't need the hezzy tween. Let Maxey do that. We here to see Maxey and VJ Edgecombe. Now, when we give you the ball, it's time to shake and move. Let's do it. Let's make it happen, but make it happen quick. Make it happen quick. Nick Nurse continue to build around Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Payne, all those young guys running the floor, Jabari, all those guys. He continue to build around those guys. Philadelphia.
34 points for this guy. Best debut by any player in the NBA. As Barlow grabs the offensive rebound to Wilt back in 1959. And Joel, 77 in the first half. And a franchise record for an opener. They beat the Brooklyn Nets as Embiid goes between the legs to Tyrese Maxey.
Especially on Instagram and Facebook. If y'all want a better view of what I'm saying, go to YouTube. It's live on YouTube. Now, so that's the Sixers. And now everyone was hyping up Cooper Flag. Everyone was hyping up Cooper Flag, gang. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Right now, Cooper Flag is proving me wrong. I say he's going to average between 11 and about 15 points. 11 to 15 points. Right now, he's averaging 16 points. Now, he played well last night against the Raptors. Scored about 22 points. 4 assists. I know that for a fact. He scored 4 assists, and I ain't going to tell you why I know that for a fact. But he played well, but I expected him to play well against those two teams. What I wanted to see Cooper Flag do, like I want to see him showcase his skills against the Spurs when he played against Dylan Harper. He didn't do that. He had 10 points. Dylan Harper had 15 points. And if I had to compare the two right now, Dylan Harper is outplaying Cooper Flag right now. Dylan Harper is leading the team. He's not the leader of the Spurs. He's leading the team when it comes to being a point guard. The other night, he had 20 points and 8 assists with 0 turnovers. 0 turnovers. He's making all the right reads in the pick and roll. You got to take your hat off to the kid. These NBA babies are different. They've been playing the game since they were like 2-3 years old. They're in the screen and roll at 2 years old. They just different. Cooper Flag, I just don't see I'll be real with you. I'm gonna keep it live with everyone. I don't see I see he's a good player, but I don't see the hype. I don't see it. I don't see the hype. I think I know he's I want to say he's a slasher. He's not like a knockdown shooter. He's not a knockdown shooter. He's a slasher. But he's not. I said Gordon Hayward. I say he's a Gordon Hayward. People say AK-47. I'm starting to see that. Because when he should have showed up, in that Spurs game. That Spurs game, I wanted to see what he did, but he got some time. I'm not expecting him to be great right away, but the hype that you guys give him, I don't know. Let me get some water, man. Make sure y'all follow us on YouTube, Score Society. Make sure y'all tap in, man. Y'all want to see a different angle, different view. Go to YouTube right now. They'll type in Score Society. Now back to it. Now speaking of the Spurs, I think this is going to be the first time everyone in the basketball world can agree. Wemby's that guy. Wemby is that guy. I'm talking no flaws right now. If you had to create your player on 2K and you had to create a 7'5" player, he would play like Wemby. He's down low. He's blocking shots. He's shooting threes. He's making plays. He's handling the basketball. He's everything he was hyped up to be. He will be the next prototype for basketball players moving forward. Like when Jordan was the prototype, it was all these 6'6" guards now. When Shaq was unstoppable, they had to get anybody who was 7 foot got a job. George Murson got a job because they wanted to find someone to stop Shaq. Then you had LeBron. LeBron's body type still hasn't been matched, but they tried. Kevin Durant, same thing. Kevin Durant, 7 foot guard. and now you got Wemby. Wemby will be the next prototype if he learns how to win. If he learns how to win, let's say he wins about 4 rings, 5 rings. I don't know. The GOAT debate might be I don't know. The GOAT debate may change. 7'5" guard, and he's winning. 3rd year, 4th year. Right now they 4-0. And they 4-0 right now. And they haven't got De'Aaron Fox back yet. Greg Popovich, he not on the sideline, but he's still around. He's still mentoring. He's still there. So they got a chance. He just got to stay healthy. And that's my only concern with big guys. When you're over 7'1", 7'2", you got to stay healthy. Appreciate everyone in the chat. Appreciate all the love. But I like Wemby. Now, before we go any further, we are sponsored by Scottus College. If you are an athlete or you are a parent of an athlete and you're looking for an NIL deal, Scottus College has teamed up with Babe Beverage. It's in the link in my bio on my Instagram. Go ahead and fill out just make your profile, fill everything out, let them know your son nice, this is how many followers they got, whatever the case may be, and get you an NIL deal. Now, even if you don't get an NIL deal, right? Scottus College is a recruitment platform. So you know it's getting tricky now. You know there's guys coming from the G League, going back to college, all that stuff. So you need all the recruitment help as possible. So all you need to do, or all your kid need to do, is put their profile in, upload their videos, and their videos, all that stuff goes to all the coaches in America, from junior college all the way to Division I. All you got to do. And not only that, there's AI technology in the videos. So if, let's say your son or daughter or whatnot is shooting the ball flat, the AI technology would catch that. They would catch the speed they run from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. So it's efficient. It's the next wave of recruitment. So make sure y'all tap in. It's scottuscollege.com. And there's a link in my bio. So make sure y'all tap in. Now, back to it. Now, I watched the Boston Celtics over the weekend. Now, I know I'm going to offend. I know I'm going to offend a lot of Boston fans right now. But I got to say it. I don't like y'all direction. I don't like where y'all going. I mean, Jaylen Brown, he had 41 points last night, and that's great. But I watched that game. against the Pistons. He had an opportunity to score and get fouled because he's been getting fouled the entire game. And he's looking to pass it to someone else when he drove to the basket. I don't know what he did. Then, not to mention, the dye. What's up with the dye? Why are you getting dye? Why are you dirtying people's jerseys up with the dye? It's not prom night, gang. Like, you don't need no dye where you hooping. Like, I remember my barber did that. My barber, I'm getting at the end of the haircut, he got the little thing like, let me hit the hairline. Bro, I'm about to not tip you. If you touch my hairline with some dye, you ain't getting a tip. It's just that simple. Don't touch me with the dye. I'm not playing in dye. I don't know what Jaylen Brown doing with that. Right? My next problem with the Boston Celtics is Pritchard. I don't think Pritchard should be starting. I think some people make great six mans. I think some people I think when you perfect that role, that's your role. Pritchard right now is shooting 14% from 3. And he's shooting about 8 of them a game. He takes way too long to get rid of that basketball. Way too long. He come off the screen, the downhill. I got a rule for my practice or for my players. When you come off a screen, you got 3 dribbles to make a decision. The first dribble, you're off the screen. Second dribble, you better be passing or attacking. That third dribble, that ball better be coming out of your hands, whether it's a shot or a pass. But after that is a dub. And last night Pritchard had 21 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. I think Pritchard should affect the game with his passing. But he should impact the game with his passing. Not like 10 rebounds, great, but I need you passing. You got the ball in your hand too much to get 4 assists. Then we're talking, you trade Anthony Simons to the Boston Celtics for him to come off the bench, but you had a Drew Holiday? Why? I think Anthony Simons would be a better starter. Anthony Simons, he's not having crazy numbers. He got 12 points, 10 points, 13 points. That's good for the guard you're looking for that offense. You don't need someone else shooting a bunch of threes. That's why Pritchard got to come off. Once Anthony Hardaway, Anthony Simons impact the game by putting pressure on the defense, and the floor opens up. Now Pritchard, now your shot opens up. You just got to ride that way. But having him as a starter is a tough one, man. The Boston Celtics, y'all got to do something about that. Y'all got to do something about that. We got to get Jaylen Brown better die. We got to get Boston back in order, bro. And listen, Jaylen getting paid about $60 million a year. There's only but so long people won't get fed up. People won't get fed up after a while. Now, one of the guys I do like, I like LaMelo. I like LaMelo Ball, man. I like LaMelo Ball. I watched him play the other night as well. Right now, he's averaged about 28 points, 9 assists. Now, here's my thing with LaMelo, though. He has a lot.
Not true, though. Wizards lead 6-0, but the Hornets have the basketball.
So it's early in the year. Everybody's trying to figure out how he used to do this.
Kinnable, a soft three. Georgia's got a lot of freedom. Played 69 games last year as a rookie, starting 38 of them. LaMelo, about 4 feet behind the line.
But it was a close game. And he did some tween, and then shot the ball with 1 foot in a close game. Like, what are we doing, gang? Like, what are we doing? Like, I'm with you. I love the way you play, but there's a time and place for it. And made me think, you know who he reminds me of? You know who LaMelo Ball reminds me of right now? Ex-player. He reminds me of Jason Williams White Chocolate. Like when Jason Williams White Chocolate came into the league, it was all exciting. Oh, you see the pass? Oh my God. But it wasn't winning.
But you killing though.
He's doing a great job for sure. He's doing a great job. You about lighting right, man. Come on, brother. You messing my lighting up, brother. Come on now. People want to see me in a good light. He's doing a great job because it's the era of the game. But when Jason Williams left Sacramento and got under Hubie Brown, I believe it's Hubie Brown, he started understanding the game more. He started flowing more. You follow me? He started playing the right way. Over time, he won a championship.
So you think LaMelo should leave Charlotte?
I don't think he should leave yet until he clean his game up. If you're going to leave, I think he give him an opportunity to get some guys down there. I mean, I don't really know Charlotte to be a winning organization. I could just tell by just by the recent years of the things they accept from their players. I don't think Charlotte is a winning organization, but I also don't think LaMelo Ball is a player who's trying to win either. Like, you can't win the way he's playing.
But you also can't win in Charlotte too, though.
I mean, but you want to at least give him a chance. You got to at least make a case. Like, you got to at least make the playoffs. You got to at least stay healthy, and then we can say, you know what? LaMelo Ball gave it his all. He gave his all to us, but we just couldn't get the job done. You got to at least do that for us. You follow me? But I like LaMelo. I think LaMelo's going to be good. But he just got to calm some of it down. There's a time and place for that. Is at the end of a Sixers game, a game you still can win, you doing a tween and shooting a 40-foot shot is wild. That's just wild. That's just no maturity with the ball. And that's what happens when you got guys who get injured a lot, because they lose the opportunity to gain that experience. You follow me? But I think he's going to be good. Make sure. Man, I need one of you. Listen, if any of y'all out there who got a sports drink, who got a water,
You got Bay Beverage.
something. Let's tap in with us. We need more sponsorship, because I'm drinking a lot of water this live, baby.
You got Bay Beverage, bro. Watch that. Yeah, Bay Beverage.
Man, we gonna get there, man. We gonna get there, baby. You out there? We're looking for you, gang. Now, my next thing, Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook for the Sacramento Kings. Now, I watched that game. I like Russell Westbrook with the Sacramento Kings. The reason why I like Russell Westbrook with the Sacramento Kings is because it's low expectation. It's low expectation. We won't expect him to do championship things. We won't expect him to play like the Russell we all came to love. We won't expect that because Sacramento has a good team. They have a good nucleus. They have DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Sabonis, and they just really don't have a winning culture. So you can't put all the blame on Russell Westbrook. Sometimes I feel a little bad for Russell Westbrook because he's a guy who was too good. Like Russell Westbrook was too good. Now, when I say he was too good, he averaged a triple-double 4 times in his career. He was one of the most explosive players we ever seen. He was the MVP of the NBA. This wasn't that long ago. So no matter where he goes, people are always going to expect flashes of that. They're going to and the reason why, because you got a guy like Kevin Durant, who's averaging 27 a game or whatever, 26 a game, and they came in together. They played together, and Kevin Durant is still doing his thing. So and James Harden, he's kind of doing this thing, but you expect more from James Harden than you do Russell Westbrook right now. And Russell Westbrook is not delivering. So it's good that he's with the Sacramento Kings and nobody can watch the failures because nobody watches Sacramento Kings. No, they don't get no TV play, none of that. I don't think on ESPN games, none of that. Now, you got a league pass like me, you can watch it, but it's a hard watch for sure. But Zach LaVine played well though. I like Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine averaging about 30 points right now. I like him. I think but again, I just think some guys, man, they just keep falling into these losing cultures. You know what I mean? It's hard for us as players and fans to fall in love with what they're doing. You follow me? You know what, man? That's all I really got for the sports, man. I watch these games. I mean, we don't got a lot of time, but I wanted to say this, man. You're right. As everyone know about the gambling scandal, right? Now, let's be clear. I'm gonna start with the first person, Terry Rozier. I really just don't understand the logic behind some of this stuff, man. Terry Rozier was getting paid $26 million a year. What more do you need? You know what I mean? Now, I understand some of these guys are trying to look out for their friends. They're trying to look out for the homies. And this is why I always say your circle is going to make or break you. It's going to make or break you. You trying to get your friends a couple $100,000 off something you worked your whole life to get. You the 1% of the 1%. You faking injuries and then going down to your house and counting the money. How silly can you be? Now, Terry Rozier was caught up from DeJounte Porter's case. So somebody in that case was snitching. Somebody was like, you know what, I got somebody for you. If you seen, I can imagine DeJounte Porter or one of his homies seeing like Terry Rozier doing his thing. If you might not know Belly, but remember in Belly, dude would bite the banana, he like, I'm gonna drop a dime on that one. they saw Terry Rozier getting away with it. They saw, they did a 2-year investigation on Terry Rozier. They ain't get him yet. Yeah. I'm going to drop a dime on him. We going to get him. Hell with that. I ain't going to be the only one banned from the NBA. Yeah. And that's what you're seeing right now. These dudes it was about to start singing. Because here's the thing. They arrested 31 people. But they only talking about the NBA players. Yeah. They only talking about the NBA players. Got to be smarter than that. You now your face is everywhere now. Now they think you cheating. It don't matter what goes on. So then you got Chauncey Billups. Chauncey Billups. He was So his case is separate from Terry's, right? They saying he was with the mafia. He was organizing games essentially, and he's organizing games, and they got technology in the tables, the cards, and all that. And the mafia comes, and Chauncey is inviting his boys, or inviting people, whatever the case may be, saying, "Yo, come to this game," and basically cheating. That's a dirty friend right there. That's a dirty friend right there. I hope that's not true about Chauncey. I like Chauncey. I like what he stands for. He really speaks to the underdog story. I like him. But I really hope that Chauncey ain't do nothing like that.
You don't think it's something similar to Gilbert Arenas where he's hosting these parties, but he's not, like, they're renting his house or whatever the case would be. He's not, like, directly involved.
I hope so. Like, look, I don't wish, like, we talking basketball. Basketball is one thing, but I don't wish no negativity or no bad, no jail, no nothing on anyone. So I hope that is something that the media not putting out there to obviously sell and create their own headlines. I hope that Chauncey is a person, a stand-up person like we all grew to know. But if he a guy who invite, like, let's just imagine me inviting, yo, bro, come to the crib, let's play some poker. And the boys we playing poker with, they got glasses on to see your cards, and they taking your money. I hear they made over $7 million on that shit. $7 million. Then Damian Jones, Damian Jones used to play for the Cavaliers, used to play for LeBron James. He played for other teams, but the reason why I'm bringing up the LeBron James part is because they saying he was, LeBron James had something to do with it. Now, I'm reading a little bit more about the story, and apparently Damian Jones was like, yo, this person not playing. LeBron ain't playing against the Bucks or some shit like that, and y'all should bet on it. And the people who he told won the money, right? Now, I don't think LeBron is part of this. I don't think he's part of this deal. I think if something goes like this, hey, bro, are you playing tonight? And Brian not probably knowing what's going on, probably just on, because that's his friend. Yeah. He's just saying, yo, I don't know, man. I might just sit out tonight. Yeah. Now you part of it if Damian Jones go tell the Mafia dudes or go tell someone else. Yeah. And that's LeBron. From what I gathered, that's LeBron's role in this. Probably an unknown role. Hopefully it's an unknown role. Like, listen, guys, we working hard. We working hard to get to the next level of life. We working hard to feed our families. We working hard to do the right things. I don't think these guys going through tough times, but don't let tough times and greed outweigh logic. The shit ain't worth it. No matter what money you think you're going to get, sitting in one place with some funky dudes for 10 years, 3 years, whatever, it's not worth whatever little money you're going to get. And for these guys, it's just embarrassing because these guys actually have money. They actually have money. So hopefully these guys, I'm hoping the best for those guys. I'm hoping the best for those guys and hoping they get past this. Now, the next part of the show, all my subscribers, the people who subscribe to the channel, Instagram, I'm talking about the paid subscribers. I got behind the scenes stuff. I got all that good stuff going on. Facebook, you subscribe on Patreon, Facebook, Instagram. If you subscribe, you can ask a question, and I'm going to play it on the show. Right now, we got one of our guys who came, one of our subscribers. Appreciate the love, appreciate the support. We was going back and forth about y'all favorite, LeBron James and Jordan, and he had this to say. Go ahead and play that for me.
You ain't gonna like this. Mike, Kobe, Bron. And I'm an eye test person. Numbers don't really tell a tale about how great a player is, but at the end of the day, just appreciate all three of them for what they bring and who they are and what they bring to the game. At the end of the day, God bless certain individuals with gifts and talent. So if you want to call the East weak when Braun was dominating, maybe it wasn't just weak.
Maybe it wasn't
he was
weak.
just that damn good. The same way with Mike playing against plumbers. Because at the end of the day,
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
They're 1% of 1% that made it to the league. So that's just how I look at it. Kobe was Kobe. They were just that damn good. And that's just how I look at it. But the eye test, I look at people's abilities and what they could do. So I'm never a numbers guy. At the end of the day, Mike game was flawless. Kobe copied Mike. And then Bron came along looking like a 6'9" Magic. Karl Malone and Mike in one. So
I'm going to stop it right there. So essentially, what he was saying, I mean, he ended up saying, if I had to pick out of the three, he said he'll pick Jordan. And I can respect his opinion, his perspective, where he was coming from. Oh, my bad. I can respect that. Because the reason why I can respect it is because, look, different eras for different players, different time. They all were great. They all were great. I choose LeBron over them all because of his abilities. His abilities to end the possession, start a possession off a rebound, his ability to make everyone around him better, and his ability to score while doing all of that. I remember a game in my college career where I had 8 assists. And I thought that was a lot. When I got done in the game, I could have sworn I had 15 assists. And then it was a game where I had like 9 rebounds. And I thought I had 15 rebounds. I thought I was grabbing rebounds like crazy. To see LeBron average 30 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists, average, that's hard to do. You got 3 different roles on the offensive end. That's hard to do. I also got a different admiration for LeBron. When I was young, I was a junior in high school, and I remember seeing LeBron James on a high school magazine. And they was like, he's the next Jordan. I was like, ain't no next Jordan. They always saying someone's the next Jordan. Then I went to a game when he played against Strawberry Mansion. Played against Strawberry Mansion, and that was the first time I really was like, yo, it's another level of basketball. I'm not as good as I think I am. But even then, I wasn't convinced that he was the better or next Jordan, none of that. I watched the All-American game. The All-American game, they was hyping him up. Every little pass he do, look at the pass, look at his decision-making. I was like, yo, we ain't really doing nothing. Now, to see him from the high school sports book that I grabbed that day to 4 years later playing in the finals as a 22, 23-year-old kid or 5 years later is insane to me. Is insane to me. So I got a chance to see the whole journey, right? But he also doing it for 22, 23 years straight with no stops. Inconsistent. Of course, Jordan's going to have some great performances, and he did have probably the best performance we'll ever see. 2 3-peats, we'll probably never see that again. But when I think about the competition, who they played, no one can convince me that Jordan played against a better competition. No one can convince me of that. So I gotta tilt my hat. I gotta tilt my hat to the man LeBron. Yes, Jordan was 6-0. I understand that. But I also look at he played the Utah Jazz twice. I don't see nobody on Utah Jazz stopping LeBron. But that's all speculation, so we always can go back and forth. Now, this leads me to my next thing. I don't want anyone to confuse this page, this platform. I need some water for this because I might be a little long-winded for this one. Because I'm going to need some water. But shout out to everybody. Make sure y'all tap in. Make sure y'all follow us on Score Society, on the YouTube. Make sure y'all follow us everywhere. But
You live on Instagram?
yeah.
I don't see it on the feed.
I'm on. I see people talking. Now, I want to say this. I don't mind going back and forth with the LeBron James and Jordan debates. I'm okay with that. I like interacting. I like interacting with everyone because I really appreciate the support. But I don't want anyone to confuse Score Society with a LeBron James fan page. I post a bunch of other stuff. Like Score Society, the word score in society means elite-minded. A person who can score through adversity on and off the court. Being elite, thinking elite. That's what the brand is about. We work really hard to build this platform. I got podcasts where I'm talking to NBA players, mega entrepreneurs. At this point, I done talked about 10 former or current NBA players. All from the muscle, all with my money. So when you see like me in the studio, I'm spending it with my money. I got a merch page. Go check out Score Society merch page. We got a merch page on Instagram with real bodies in the clothes. Real bodies in the clothes. I've been selling them for like 3 years. Selling for 3 years. I got an animation page, Brian Crown. Go check out Brian Crown on Instagram. All those videos is done by me. Last night I sat up until 4 in the morning trying to do a 45-second video with animation. So I don't want to be confused with the fan page thing. I got much respect for the guys who doing all that stuff, doing the debates. I got much respect. But I'm not sitting behind a blue screen of an athlete and then debating with people who come on. We working too hard for that. We working way too hard for that. So make sure when you understand what Score Society represents, it represents the underdog story. It represents work ethic. It represents having an elite mindset, overcoming challenges. We want to motivate and inspire. The debating part, that's just the entertainment part. We got a show called Are You a Casual? If you look at the show, we're not necessarily debating. We are attacking media narratives. Media narratives that some of these athletes go through. And we're just talking about the media narratives from our perspective, as I got guys on there as coaches, former pro players, and obviously myself. So I don't want people to confuse this with the LeBron James fan page. Nothing but love for LeBron, but I got love for Michael Jordan as well. I just did a post where I say Michael Jordan is the most influential player of all time. And that's facts. That's facts. Nobody can debate that. But I'm still a LeBron fan. So I just want to make that clear. I got much love for everybody who building platforms and they building an audience for that stuff. But for me, that's not my mission with Score Society. And the people who really rock with Score Society understand that. And if you really rock with us and you want to be a part of it, check out our merch page. You can check out our website. Get yourself a hat. Get yourself a hoodie, man. Brainwash and think elite. You're 25% off everything but the hats when you put real hoopers in. Now that concludes our show, man. Make sure y'all tap in. I appreciate everyone showing love. This is our first show. We on Mondays and Wednesdays. Make sure y'all follow us on all platforms. Score Society. For you to score on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Score Society. So we want to keep building this up. We want to do it bigger than ever. We starting from the muscle, not the bottom, because we never at the bottom, but we starting from the muscle. So make sure y'all show love. Make sure y'all support. Make sure y'all subscribe. You can subscribe to our channel on Instagram, Facebook, and Patreon. You want to see behind the scenes. You want to hear my story. You want to hear stories how the challenge that I overcame. I don't put too much of that on the public platform because I am a coach. I am in an influential position. But make sure y'all tap in. If you're looking to get recruited, Scout Us College, scoutuscollege.com. Make sure y'all help y'all kids, man. Make sure y'all help y'all kids. Until next time, let's continue to think elite.